Hello guys, in this video let's find user claims of the user by debugging C# code. So guys, we have Azure AD Authentication already configured for our ASP.NET Core web app which is running in Visual Studio. So let's run it and log in with one of the user, which actually we have already done in our previous videos. So guys, first claims. So claim, it is there in the token, that is JWT token provided from Azure AD to our app. So claim, it is information about the user such as name or preferred name, etc. And of course it is part of JWT token. Now in this video we will debug C# code and then we will find the below user claims, that is name, preferred username, tenant ID and object ID. So now let's go to the Visual Studio. So guys, we are in Visual Studio and this is our ASP.NET Core web app which we have been working so far. And again, this is app settings.json, and under that we have provided this tenant ID and client ID. And then under program.cs file, we have this couple of lines of code, that is builder.services as add authentication, and it is of type Microsoft Identity web app. So we have already discussed it. So now let's run this program. And of course it runs, and now I have been by default logged in with herschel.jane.net. But now let's copy this and let's go in incognito mode. And now let's log in with one of the users which we created or added in this tenant. Okay, so one of the users, it is John David. So let's try to log in with that and let's provide the password. And before I click on sign in, let's go to the Visual Studio and let's add the debugger at the required location. So go here, that is search solution explorer, and under that type partial, and let's open this underscore login partial.cshtml, and let's add a debugger on this line number 4. So let's again go back to our browser, and now we are trying to log in our app with this user's credentials, that is John David. Again, this is dummy user which we created in tenant. Let's click on sign in. I'll say yes, and yes, you can see the debugger has been immediately hit. Okay, and if I take my mouse to this user and let's try to expand it, and let's expand these claims again, that shows the information about the user, and let's expand this result view. Guys, observe this claim, that is name, and it shows John David. Okay, so basically we are debugging this JWT token only, but in C#, and it shows the required claims. Okay, then you can see this preferred username, and again it is John David @HerschelJane. Okay, again you can see this tenant ID, so 893, so it is our tenant ID. And one more thing guys, you can observe is this claim object identifier, and it starts with D89D, so that is the unique GUID or GUID for this user. And where we can find it? So for that, let's again go to the Azure portal. So we are in Azure portal and we are in this tenant, and under that we are this under users. So let's click on this user, that is John David, and we are under overview, and see guys, this object ID D89, so that is the unique identifier for this user's record. Okay, so that's it guys. This was really a simple video, and I just wanted you to show how we can debug this C# code upon login.